Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Va- Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 8, and text number 21. one. Devo parahne madhuha gradhana gradhva. Devo parahne madhuho gradhanva. Gayantri dharma vaktu madhavovam. Vasayantri dhamma vaktu madhavovam. Doshe Hrishikesha Uttardharatre. Doshe Hrishikesha Uttardharatre. Nishudha Eko Vatu Padmanabha. Ego Parahme Madhuho Graghanva. Sayam Tridham Madhavavam. Doshe Hrishikesha Uttardharatre. Nishudha Eko Vatu Padmanabha. Translation. May Lord Madhusudana, who carries a bow very fearful for the demons, protect me during the fight, during the fifth part of the day. In the evening, may Lord Madhava, appearing as Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, protect me. And in the beginning of night, may Lord Hrishikesha protect me. At the dead of night, in the second, and third part of night, may Lord Padmanabha alone protect me. All Ajna Syajananajaya. Hare Krishna to all wonderful devotees, sadhakas, who are so attached to Muni celebration. So we have here a series of different prayers and showing us importance of being protected. Why being protected? Because this is material world, and material world is known as kunta place. Kunta means full of miseries, anxiety, stress. So we don't, as spirit soul, Satchit Ananda, the qualities of Satchitananda, we don't want to experience stress, anxiety, or speak about depression. So we want to be always Ananda, joyful, full of bliss, satisfaction, happiness. So this is natural for us. But being in this material world, full of stress, anxiety, and depression, it is very difficult to uh, experience our own characteristics as a spirit soul. So that, therefore, we need some shelter, we need some protection. How to do this? Well, as we hear yesterday from the class of Gita Mataji, people nowadays, they are, or many other different lectures before, uh, people are trying to concoct different ideas for protection or shelter. They're trying to use their creativity and create their own world that they can operate and influence others that they can be included to their world where they can dominate. So we can see, Hollywood celebrities, they have their own style, they created their own style, and all fans, they're trying to follow their style. I don't know how it is nowadays, but at least it was some decades ago. Like Elvis Presley has this certain, style of hair or his dress, so that everybody was trying to, follow and imitate him, or this Michael Jackson or all other different, great personalities. So Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Yat Yat Acharati that whatever big person is doing, everybody is trying to follow. So this is the mantras or ideas, concepts to follow in order to be someone in this material world. Just take shelter of someone big or create our own style or by following some big personality in this material world to create our own style, so get some our own flavor and feel protected in sense of our own personality, individuality. But as we hear during Prasadam morning breakfast when we were discussing with Bhakta Ken how he joined to Krishna consciousness, he was narrating a beautiful story how he was introduced to Krishna consciousness and few things. One thing he emphasized a few times that wherever he went, whatever he was doing, he just afterwards uh, experienced some boring, some uh, lack of inner inner satisfaction and fulfillment. So uh, we are trying to imitate some ideas of materialistic world. Let's go to this place. Maybe let's go to another place. There is a beautiful environment, like paradise or something we can enjoy. But after a while, maybe after a few hours or maybe a few days, it becomes like ordinary, not anymore very special and unique because there is some virus known for conditioned souls, which is known as familiarity. So mind can relish some unique things for a while because mind is chanchal, flickering. What is good and fresh and nice, reachable in the moment, in this present moment, after a while becoming uh, ordinary. We became familiar, and then again changing. What to do, what to go, where to go, what to do again, just to feel, freshness of our fulfillment and satisfaction. So we want to protect our fulfillment, our well-being by different ideas and concepts and constantly changing the situation to just feel satisfied. But can we really protect our inner fulfillment and satisfaction in this material world by material means? No way. Why? Because everything what is material or material nature is temporary. So therefore we need to, if we are choosing material means for protection or satisfaction or whatever it is, we need to be aware that it will just last only for a short while. It will be very temporary. So this is material world. So let's make strategy because this situation from Srimad Bhagavatam is describing the situation where Vishvarupa was chosen to be a priest guide, spiritual guide for the demigods, who's the position, fighting demons. Demons were big enemies, so how to conquer. So this is like type of, Anurveda a little bit, how to strategize against the enemies. So like in any type of uh, warfare art, we need to first recognize what is the situation. So we recognize we are in this material world. Material world is by nature full of miseries and everything is temporary. So then what to do? What is where are our enemies? Because we recognize the field, battlefield. So then, where are enemies? We need to identify enemies because how we can fight. You know, on this battlefield if we don't recognize or we are not able to uh, discover the strength or uh, ideas, different strategies of the enemies. First things first. First, we need to identify the field, the enemies, what is their strength, how they're going to maneuver to protect ourselves. So, what are the enemies of us conditioned souls in this material world? And please help me in this regard. Let's make this class a bit more inclusive, like a type of discussion. I will present something, but if I forget something, please help me to say this loudly that everybody can hear this for their own benefit. So, as I personally understand, the foremost the enemy of us, spirit soul, is ignorance of our own identity. If we are in forgetfulness about our real identity, that we are eternal spirit soul, part and parcel of supreme soul, supreme source of everything, Lord Shri Krishna. So that naturally, being disconnected, we can only experience dissatisfaction. And therefore, we want to somehow or another gain this in peace and not having not having knowledge about this. In other words, being situated in ignorance about our relationship, internal relationship with the supreme source of everything, and feeling this dissatisfaction, we will try to feel this by some material means. And this means we are signing for failure. So we recognize the Palayaman, king of the Yavans, who brought 30 millions of soldiers, Yavanas, to conquer Mathura. And in this way, killed Krishna. Was his idea. So we discover Kalyavana, discover the good, this ignorance of our real identity as part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, we suffer. So, but he has millions and millions of soldiers. What other enemies are there that this Kalyavana ignorance brought on the front of us to our life? Who want to share? Huh? Lust. Yes, Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. This the love Arjun. This all I don't remember English, translation of this. That all devouring enemy of conditioned soul. Yes, lust. So there's actually six these enemies. Yeah, lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. So lust, envy, anger, need, illusion, and madness. The six hide heads like generals of this ignorance. Come on. Yes. So there's seven of them. Who else? What else? How we can identify these enemies that we should conquer or protect ourselves? Can we say, yeah? Can we say familiarity? Can we say negligence? Can we say what else? Huh? Procrastination. What else? Yeah, I think it is quite a lot of. It is good to focus on them. So, ignorance about our real identity, our eternal connection with Supreme Source of everything. It's the biggest enemy of the conscious soul. So, and then and this ignorance, our real identity, this they his generals, big fighters. So, loss, envy, anger, greed, illusion, madness, familiarity, procrastination, what else? Negligence, all the different things. They are enemies. All right. So now we identify field or battlefield, and when we identified the enemies. So how to protect ourselves from them? This good, this good uh, technique in martial art and defense by attack. So then let's attack them. Let's conquer them. Let's let's conquer them. How is it possible to fight, conquer them? Is it possible to conquer all these enemies? I remember in the early days when my Guru Maharaj was coming to our Polish Yatra, he was emphasizing the point that we should take shelter at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. And he quoted Srila Prabhupada, emphasized the point and elaborating very sweetly and nicely that sadhu sangha is the most important thing. In the Kali Yuga age, even more important than chanting the holy name. Why? Because how we can get holy name without association of devotees? There will be no devotees, there will be no holy name. So for devotees are most important factor in making spiritual progress. So if we learn the art, how we can take shelter at Vaishnava association, we will be protected very much. All nectar of instructions is informing about this art. So nectar of instruction is giving us instructions like Vishvarupa giving instruction here to the demigods. Do this mantra, like this mantra, in this way, in this way. So he is giving instruction to demigods. This was, some time ago when the situation happened. Nowadays, Kali Yuga is progressing. We are informed by our uh, big priest of honor, like Srila Prabhupada. He that he gave us all different instructions in all the shastras. He created this beautiful shield, which is known as ISKCON society. It's extremely important to celebrate this ISKCON society today. By the way, we are going to celebrate 50th anniversary of establishing Gita Nagari and all this management around. Should you remind me that this is my 44th anniversary as well of joining the Krishna movement. So when Gurudev was coming to Poland to give Shanti for the farm that we just newly established, so then he was emphasizing this point of sadhu sangha. Because if Srila Goswami, Srila Prabhupada elaborated in Nectar of Instruction, then if we if we surround ourselves by association devotees, especially those who are a little bit more advanced, more knowledgeable, experienced, more mature in sense of spiritual advancement, so then we can be protected. We can get shelter. We can get support, help, encouragement is extremely important in Kali Yuga, where all these forces, all forces, enemies, negligence, ignorance, familiarity, envy, loss, anger, all these enemies, ferocious enemies, very powerful enemies can they attack. So we need shelter, we need protection, we need to, if it's not possible to conquer them, then at least protect ourselves and take shelter some. This sadhu sangha is perfect shield. For this sake, Srila Prabhupada established this ISKCON society, that people in general can get association of devotees, and through association is get all this Krishna's mercy in the form of holy name, knowledge that he supplied, and Srila Prabhupada distributed in the form of books, Krishna Prasadam, temple worship, all these different factors, these different weapons. And he armed us with all these different weapons that we can protect ourselves as a spirit soul. So, sadhu sangha is very important. Then, what else? What other weapons we have to our disposal that we can protect ourselves? Maybe a little more elaboration on this part, on this subject. As we know from Nectar instruction, that if we take shelter at the association of devotees, so we can open our mind and confidence. If we feel a little bit under the weather, in sense of spiritual clarity, our mind is a little bit foggy, and our mood is a little bit cloudy. We are a little bit under influence of negative energy. So in this way, we can understand that we are under attack of these enemies. So we need to identify what enemy is attacking us to protect ourselves. So it is always good to go to a trustworthy devotee, that we develop some loving, based on trust, relationship. We can go to this devotee and reveal our mind and confidence. We can ask confidential questions, and in this way, get support and shelter that we need in a particular moment. So this is extremely important. And also, in order to establish this sweet, loving, based trust, and relationship, we need to also know that how to establish a relationship. And also, Srila Goswami give us this beautiful strategy: offer gifts, accept gifts, offer prasadam, and also give prasad. Like His Holiness the Bhakta Maharaj at the very beginning, he was emphasizing this point, encouraging us to make world peace by offering prasadam. If you have some difficulty to go along with some devotee, because we are all individuals, so therefore naturally we can experience different qualities, characteristics of this individual, and sometimes we are not able to fit to each other, let's say, due to this conditioned nature. So therefore, what to do? How we can find this, find shelter and develop this sweet, loving relationship with these devotees, that we, in moment of need, we can get shelter from this devotee and get protected. Well, so we can offer prasadam, and His Holiness the Bhakta Maharaj was encouraging us. Yes, if you have some difficulty to approach this devotee and develop a relationship or improve this relationship, wonderful prasadam. Maybe subject with paneer, sweet and sour, sweet rice, Gulab jamun, rasagola, jalebi, malpuri, all these different things. Put this beautiful feast and go to this devotee and offer with love, with care, as you want to be served in this way. So serve the devotee. We are anyway, dasa, dasa, dasa. This is the most beautiful mantra, protective mantra that we can take shelter of. Dasa, dasa, dasa. We can, if we will develop this mood to serve other devotees with love and devotion, so then naturally we can relish, we can enjoy, we can immediately can feel inner satisfaction and fulfillment because Krishna's devotees are most important for Krishna. This is the most beloved objects of Krishna's heart. Anyway, it is mentioned in Shastra, Mad Bhakta Puja Pyadika, that worshipping Krishna is the supreme art of worship. But even more superior art of worship is worshipping his devotees. So we cannot see Krishna on our stage of bhakti. We cannot see Krishna in sense um, of having this intimate exchanges like Madhavas, for instance. We don't have such opportunity to deal with Krishna on this advanced platform. We can see Krishna in the form of deities. We can see also Krishna in the manifestation of our Guru Maharaj, who is connected with Krishna and is external manifestation of Krishna's mercy. So we can deal with Krishna through following instructions of our Guru Maharaj and hearing words of spiritual education from him. And also we can see Krishna through his devotees, by serving devotees, applying practically this mantra, dasa anudasa, and feel that I am dasa. I am servant of the servant of those who serve Krishna. It's a very beautiful Vaishnava culture. This is very beautiful lifestyle. So this is actually shelter Srila Prabhupada created for us. So if we will take shelter of this wonderful uh, arrangements that Srila Prabhupada created for us, then for sure we will be protected against all these foolish enemies. So another point that His Holiness Devata Maharaj was emphasizing, side of this sadhu sangha, be surrounded by devotees, by association with devotees, and establish roaming and relationship and exchanges with devotees was uh, another mantra. Let's come back to the basics. Basics. Uh, Sometimes, because this another enemy, familiarity, sometimes pressing us and creating fog in our mind or create some clouds. Uh, uh, and, uh, and therefore we are and then our condition just forcing us to make some offenses or something like this. This is devastating. If we commit offenses against devotees, that means that we are badly wounded. Is extremely dangerous. So if you are deadly wounded, then you need to very quickly to do something with this. Otherwise, if you are badly wounded and you losing your blood, you are getting weaker and weaker, yeah, you can lose consciousness and fall down. So therefore, we don't want to happen like this. So therefore, we should avoid being wounded. And if we are wounded, so then we need to immediately act to heal ourselves from these wounds and avoid this uh, very, very much. So, back basics. sometimes this familiarity brings some flow. That, oh, yeah, all these devotees, trying to remember his words. He's calling this Maharaj's words. Yeah, I see this devotee, every day, does such and does, and this does is, they are just, nice guys, and they doing they seva, this is their business, and so we are doing this, things every day, this chanting or praying different mantras. And I read already a few times this Bhagavad Gita, when is something, new, something more fresh, something like it wasn't material world, according to my moment, how I feel, I will choose some place, to go and hike and enjoy the nature or do something just, to have a fun. This constantly mind was bringing some ideas and I was just, running to accomplish these ideas to feel, good. So now, since I already became acquainted with all these things and all these people around, so what is new? What is fresh? What to go? What to do? Well, sir or ma'am, you are under influence of fog. So this means if that we went under unwillingly fog blurred our mind and intelligence. So we need to act very quick, do something to get rid of this foggy mentality. What to do? Come back to basics. If we are under influence of this foggy, we need to like sometimes you drive and you don't see anything, so then you do this long lights. Yeah, it's called English. So then that you can see a little bit more clearly. Similarly, we need to come back to basic. What's the basics? Prabhupada create for us program of spiritual advancement. What is program of spiritual advancement? Mangala Rati. Mangala means auspicious. Rati means worship. So we need to come back to the basic, to the auspicious activities which are meant to satisfy Lord Krishna and so then we need to come to the temple arm to arm and create this atmosphere of Sankirtan, gatherness, gather worship Krishna with love and devotion. So that Krishna supplicate and we are blessed with spiritual immunity because long days sometimes can be long struggle. So therefore, when we come all together, arm to arm, and trying to satisfy Krishna with all our hearts, then when Krishna we will receive Krishna's blessings. So then all day is full of energy. We are immune spiritually, and we can do all these different activities to satisfy Krishna with bliss. And this is what we're looking for. We want to feel satisfaction and inner fulfillment. So this is the beginning. Every day we have this opportunity to start fresh. Come to Mangalarati with great enthusiasm to feel warm arm of another devotee and chant together, glorify Krishna together. Listen to Srimad Bhagavatam and participate in discussion. So then we can invoke this transcendental, blissful energy in our heart and mind that we can be energized to do all different services, remembering Krishna for his satisfaction. So, what is other basics? To chant the holy name with understanding that I am contacting the Supreme Lord. I'm contacting him with the request, please engage me in loving devotional steps, not mechanical devotional steps, but with loving affection. That everything what I do, I want to satisfy you and my Guru Maharaj. Please allow me to do this. So if we would approach the chanting the holy name as a way of contacting Krishna and begging him for mercy that he can bless us with this mercy. So then we invite freshness to this again. So chanting or reading with attitude of implementation, all these different instructions that we read in our life. It's like some ladies who are not by natural inclination or skills a perfect cook, but still they want to cook nicely for Guru and Krishna. So then they follow recipes. They're looking for some nice cookbooks and looking for recipes, very good recipes. And what they do when they get this, they look to the book, to the recipe, and follow this very strictly. Why? Because they accept that these recipes are coming from those who know how to cook, authorities in this art. So therefore, they following these instructions very carefully, and then they getting it solved. So books, shastras are like this, like recipes in these cookbooks. If we follow these instructions and apply in our life, we will get the results of what we are looking. So all these different nice, wonderful arrangements are there. Also, Srila Prabhupada created this opportunity to eat Krishna Prasadam together. There is some mantra that if you pray together and eat together, you will stay together. If we stay together, then we create unity. United we stand, but divided we fall. So therefore, if we create this unity, then we can feel can feel that we are protected, and in this way can continue our life. Our life in this body is not forever. It's just only a few decades. But sometimes during these few decades, we can experience a lot of struggle, tribulations. So therefore, we need to think strategically, wise, protect ourselves, to get shelter. In order to get shelter, we need to create suitable environment that we can be surrounded with. Then we can feel protected. So thank you so much. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to those who are online. Please unmute yourself and let us hear your words of wisdom or questions if you have. And those devotees who are in the temple, please feel free. It's good.
Thank you so much for wonderful class. The analogy that you made, battlefield enemies, very visual. It's easy to learn. I have a question. You mentioned that when we attack by these different enemies, then when we take shelter in Vasadasa, then we will be protected. But it seems that often when we need to apply this principle, Maya covers us and we have tendency to withdraw and try to deal with the issue ourselves. It's almost like we're being occupied by carefulness at the moment when we need the most. Just like with Karana, he was cursed that he actually at the moment he was his martial skills. So what will be how will we prevent ourselves to not be treated by Maya in those moments when we actually desperately need to take shelter of bodies? Maya is covering us and saying, no, you can manage yourself, just stay, be your Can you sound here? Yes.
You'll be good.
You'll be good.
Yes, this is a very important question, very practical. So what is the solution? This is what we mentioned from on the basis of nectar of instruction. We need to develop loving exchanges. We need to develop sweet, loving relationship with devotees that based on love and trust. If there is no such a relationship based on love and trust, so then yes, when we are in such situation, we have tendency to drift away. But what is in case, and then we just reserving rights to our autonomy, independence. Leave me alone. Who you are and you dare to approach me. All these things. That they are not very nice. Yeah, Yuga style, but Vaishnava style is that we approach devotees in this attitude of dasa dasa nudasa. If we treat other devotees as objects of worship and service for us, so then naturally we don't have such objections. We don't have such difficulties to approach devotee in such difficulty. And also, when we are in difficulty, then we are open. We create an environment for other devotees to approach us when they see that we are in such formal condition, that we inviting them to help us, and we don't mind that they can help us. If we created such unhealthy, improper shield around us, that I am someone, I am master actually. Everybody else is servant, and how you dare to approach me? What do you know anyway? So all these things are creating a field against actually wrong association. This sense of if we are protecting ourselves from camaraderie, from comrades. Instead of from enemies, we are protecting ourselves also from comrades, from friends, well wishers, which is bad. So therefore, what to do? Well, we should utilize our mind that left in our body to develop loving exchanges with devotees, to develop friendly relationship with devotees that based on love and trust. When Maya will cover us, creates foggy, cloudy atmosphere in our mind and heart, then other devotees will feel free, come and help us when they notice that something is not right. But if we protecting ourselves not only from enemies but also from friends, then yeah, we will be alone. And what does it mean? Kali Yuga will become weaker, sicker, and down. So we don't want the situation. We want to utilize our life for achieving spiritual perfection and deserve to come back to Krishna. So therefore, we need to create all this scenario, all this strategy to recognize enemies, who is our enemy and who is our uh, islands, friends, allies, and friends. So then keep a relationship, loving a relationship with friends that we can unite together and united we stand and protect ourselves from enemies. So we need to see clearly what is what. And Maya's business is to cover this clear understanding what is what. Even a very definition of Maya means something which is not. So if we are under illusion that we are good, we are fine, now don't bother me. So this means that something is wrong with us. Therefore, we need protection. We need to develop friendly relationship based on love and trust with devotees. in this way, because devotees are very special souls anyway. This is no doubt. Devotees are very special souls, most dear to Krishna. Of course, we have different gradations, but still they are very unique souls in this Kali Yuga age. Therefore, if we have this understanding and we develop this friendly relationship based on love and trust with devotees, so then we are protected because we feel ourselves open for them to come and approach us. And then we create also an impression in their minds and hearts that they can feel free if they see something with us, something is not right. So then they can feel free to approach us and help us. And then if we have this loving exchanges with them, we have this loving love and trust to them. So then naturally we open ourselves. We will accept this help because obviously it's very difficult to help person who don't want to be helped. But we'll be open. We open ourselves for help. This way we can feel protected. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jiva Maharaj Prabhu ki jai.